Welcome in, lovelies. How are you? I'm just transferring some things really quick. We'll be getting started very shortly. But in the meantime, in between time, how do you be in this present moment? How was your day? How were the moments that you experienced? How did you choose to experience them? Z Wisdom said, hey, I would like to join for some questioning. Do you mean join the live? I guess so, because you sent in a request. We do accept live requests on Fridays if you want to join the live for questioning. But if you would like to type your questions, you can type them down below in the chat. Or if you'd like to keep it anonymous, you can type your questions. I am glowing today. Sorry, I got distracted. You can type your questions in the anonymous box as somebody just did. Okay. But yes, Friday is the day for that. Peace, Boosie. Boosie was first in class on YouTube. Peace, Ray's Crab, Mr. Unique Green. All right. Receipts. So I wrote down my notes in preparation of the night, but I have them on this little tail card, so I just wanted to write it on the board. Y'all day was well, though? I'm assuming no news is good news, right? Peace, Z-Rock. Jamina. I'm doing the most, though. I'm doing the most because I got this whole... I have all these notes back here on the back page, and I'm not rewriting that, so I'm going to have to read from the freaking paper, so... All right. Mr. Unique Green says, strange day, but great overall. Today, it was, it's been cloudy with a chance of meatballs for the most part in Virginia all week, in the past 2 weeks, really. And today, it was sunny when I left the mall. I traveled to the other side of town. And by the time I got there, well, I was asleep. I went to sleep because Lady was in dance class, so I took a nap while she was in class in gymnastics. And when I went to sleep, the sun was beaming on me. It was hot. The sun was sunning. Then about 15 minutes later, because I had a quick nap, it wasn't long. About 15 minutes later, where we kept pulling that channeled message from our Fortitude Oracle deck that says storm alert. When it rains, it pours. And it came out twice last night. And so I was like, okay, Ashe. And immediately when it started raining, it just felt good. Because like typically for me, when injustice happens in my life, when I am wronged, when I feel spiritually attacked in the past, I would either I would seek vengeance, right? because I'd get tired of being fucked with, right? Or I would go into the spiritual realm and declare freaking justice, or I'll go into the spiritual realm and see what's going on. Like, I would be heavy in the spiritual realm, right? To make sure that matters are taken care of. And if they're not, I'm going to take care of it. Because if you fuck with me, you're going to fuck around and find out, right? That was my past energy, and I moved out of that. I've been vengeance free for about 7 months. This, honestly, like, this year, this year I've been walking more in my light, and I just surrender. Like, I gotta just trust in the higher force. I have to trust in the ancestors, because I'm putting a lot of energy into fighting, into justice and things like that. And I know this is, I've done all that I could do. And so when it started raining, this thought just crossed my mind, and I was like, "Whew, it felt good to know that the ancestors are just taking care of this." Like, I mean, because I don't have any injustice that is happening right now. In a sense, I do, like, reflections of me do, but even the injustice that is happening, I'm just like letting the ancestors take care of it, because I know that this is payback, this is karma, for the energy, right? And I already know that it's taken care of, and so I'm just like, all right, cool. But it just felt good to know, like, that I don't have to fight anymore. I can rest, like you said, and just know, like, everything's taken care of. Ray's Craft said it was chilled, clean house today. I'm still cleaning house, y'all. Having a townhouse be like, you gotta take that bitch in bite sizes, okay? It's raining here now. Yeah, there was a whole hood party Saturday night. So many strange spirits around me. Ooh, okay. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Peace to all of you. Peace, SMGTs. All right. Welcome in to all of our baby boos. News and truths. We welcome yous, our 42s. Our 42 baby boos. Our 40. I said 42 because we had 4 people on YouTube and 2 likes, but the viewers went up now. By the time, as soon as I said it, it went up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Y'all go get y'all Oracle deck. Your 42 Oracle deck. But welcome to what episode we on, y'all? 152? Is that what we do? Of the Crystalinemarsshow. All right, I'm your co-host, Mrs. Duüblè Jones, and welcome. We welcome you. We welcome you, y'all. And meet us here every night. Meet us here every night. We grow live on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We're also on Facebook at Crystalline Mars, but we grow live between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. So turn your notifications so you can tune in and vibe with the tribe. We speak, we teach, we learn, we grow, we vibe. I already said that, didn't I? Nope. We vibe, we tribe. I don't know if I did, but if I did, we're going to say it again. And we talk everything spirituality, astrology, numerology, soulology, you know me. So meet us here if you're ready to expand, right, with community and family. And this is a safe space for you to land. I love when y'all talk in the chat. Hey, it's Alana babe. I love when y'all get active in the chat. I don't bite. I don't judge. You know what I mean? It's all love here. So let's get to know each other since we're here anyway, right? And also, like I said, head over to our social media platforms, y'all. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Crystalline Mars. No extra numbers, no extra characters. It's literally Crystalline Mars. Nothing extra. And also head over to our website, crystalinemars.com, for all of your spiritual tools, gems, jewels, and spiritual services, y'all. Go get y'all candles and y'all to death, okay? Go get your blessed and dressed intentional candles for any spiritual work that you are doing or that you will be doing. We have custom candles that I created and fixed on sale for $40. And also grab your Oracle Fortitude deck. All right, they're available on the website for pre-order. All right, and this is just a sample. There will be They will look a little different, but you get the gist. And the 4 to 2 Oracle deck is on sale, on pre-sale, on pre-order for $55. Thank you to all of you who have supported us already and placed your pre-order. And I will be shipping your orders out sometime before or around August 8th. All right. So thank you to all of you for your generous love and support. And also, if you'd like to exchange some love and send a love donation in, you can do so through Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, or Zelle. And every $5 of love that you send equals a name entry into our jewelry raffle that we host on the 1st of every month. So thank you to all of you who show up every month, who show love every month, and pour into us just as we pour into you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and, is that everything? Mm-hmm. SMG said, what you lost about? And Solana B said, I need a sugar daddy. Big facts. SMG said, you are so freaking creative. Ashe. That's what that sacral chakra energy be like. And my big Leo. But Ashe, thank you. And Solana B said, I'm going to get mine ASAP. Yes, what you waiting on? Your birthday, August 8th. So you going to get you a deck. Are you going to get you a deck? Stop playing with me. Happy birthday, my fellow Leo. My birthday is August 18th, y'all. My solar return is right around the corner. So that would be a beautiful, precious birthday gift from me, from me to you, right? In exchange. So if you want to give me a birthday gift, just go get your deck. All right. And gift yourself what you need. Ashe, Mr. Unique Green. Happy birthday to Passion Fashion. Where my big Leos at? What? So Passion Fashion birthday is tomorrow. Akima birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday. My daughter's birthday is on Thursday. What a big Leos. What a big Leos. The trios. Try. We're going to talk about this Leo energy in a minute. And Solana B said, we were talking about you making a deck a while back. I'm glad you finally did it. Right. Y'all know I had to let that thing marinate. And I started working on it in the background. I just was being very quiet. Y'all know I love to fill y'all in and let y'all know what I'm doing. But I'm learning along the way to practice what I preach. And, you know, there's a season for everything. And I'd rather just show up with it than talk about it. Rather be about it, understand? But y'all got my cheeks hurting down. So we're going to go ahead and move into the message of the day. And as I said, the message of the day, Glow 0320 joined the live. And that's the message of the day, glow in the dark. Glow in the dark. And when I saw glow in the dark, as I'm saying it right now, because I didn't see this earlier, but I'm seeing like the neon sticks, the vibrant soul healing. This is so divine. Vibrant Soul Healing 369 just joined the live. And I was about to say, like, you know, the vibrant colored neon sticks, like the pink and the neon greens and the neon yellows and things like that. We're being called to glow and to remain humble as well. Always be humble. But it's time for you to talk your shit. And you don't even got to talk your shit, but it's time for you to walk your shit. And that's what this Leo energy that we're entering in is inviting us to do. It's like Leo is literally, and if y'all know a Leo, y'all know a Leo. And if you don't, I'm one. So now you know. If you don't know, now you know. But with that Leo energy, it's literally laying out the red carpet and it's like, here you go. Go ahead and walk. Go ahead and walk. You just purchased glowfish for your children. This is so divine. This is so divine. So this Leo energy is going to bring that confidence in for us to carry through with us this last half of year 2024. The first half of year 2024 has been heavy on ego deaths, heavy on uncomfortability, heavy on timeline shifts, heavy on what the fuck's going on, right? and heavy on calling as well, right? And heavy on stalling as well. All right. The timing wasn't right for certain things, and we tried to start certain things or move certain places and things like that, and we were getting resistant because it wasn't the time. But now with this Leo energy, it's like, all right, now let's go. Let's go. You wanted it so bad. Now we about to present you with the opportunities. We're about to put the spotlight on you. Now how you gonna do? What you gonna say? You gonna choke up? You gonna cloak up? I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna bulk up? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So glow in the dark. And we talked about this yesterday with us being in the dark in the mother's womb. Be that light. Be that life. Show people what's possible. Show the people what's possible. Be a living testimony. Share your testimony and how you made it through and what motivates you, what motivated you, and how you got through those dark spaces. Right? And all of it don't necessarily have to be what you're talking about it, but the spotlight is about to be put on a lot of us. And the spotlight's going to be different for a lot of us. You know, for some of us, it may literally be some of us on stage, right? It may be some of us taking like, you know, leadership positions in some way, shape, or form. For some of us, it may be us going live on social media or posting pictures on social media, branding, or whatever it is. And it's like, now let's go. It's your time. It's your show. On your mark, get set, go. You know? So that's the message of the day. Get ready. Stay ready, because this is your time now. This is your time now. You've been preparing for, because I'm literally seeing somebody get dressed in the back, like backstage, get dressed backstage, panic attacks, anxiety, like a lot of y'all. And let's go ahead and move to the daily energy, because I want you to look at like the zodiac signs as like a storybook. The zodiac signs as like a storybook. And so we just moved out of Cancer season, and it was all about releasing, all about, you know, our emotions and things coming to the surface, us bringing awareness to certain things that we have been repressing and hiding under the rug, right? And that was all to prepare us. We had to literally get the junk from under the rug, like I just talked about. In Cancer season, a lot of stuff came up, right? We had to clean out our closet. We had to pull the rug back and see like, whoa, no reason why I was tripping like clown shoes. No reason why my walk was so up and down, because I had so much underneath the surface that I wasn't aware of, or I just didn't want to acknowledge or address or be honest about. And so all of that in Cancer season was preparing us for this Leo season, for this Leo rising. Somebody might be a Leo rising. All right. And so now moving into this Leo season, there's a duality in it too, though, because the Leo is the lion, is the cat, and the cat is catty. So, you know, check yourself, but also be aware and be ready to deal with the cattiness that may kick up in your external reality as well. All right, cat fights, jealousy, little stupid stuff, and it could be between feminine energy or even masculine energy. You know, egos, big egos, and pride taking over and things like that. So don't get caught up in the shenanigans with the Leo energy. Leos really like to play and be childish sometimes, and so don't get caught up in that. But this Leo energy is going to really it's going to invite us to take pride in our self-expression and express ourselves creatively, and, you know, be vivacious and be vibrant, and allow ourselves to connect with people and just be the light. All right. So I wrote some more notes down too. So I said Leo season is going to encourage us to foster and embrace our sense of self and find new ways to process our emotions through vibrant self-expression. I said that. So with this Leo season, you're also going to be standing strongly and stepping into your power. All right. For some of you, you were feeling very discouraged or suffered from like low self-esteem and things like that, maybe because of all of the tower moments, maybe because of the failed projects or the failed relationships and things like that. But your cup is definitely going to be restored, and you may begin to feel this fire. You may begin to feel this fire and desire kick back up. Okay, but Pluto is also in retrograde right now in the sign of Aquarius, so that is also going to bring a lot of unexpected changes in this Leo season as well. And the change is inevitable. This change is inevitable. But like I said, like I channeled last night, this Leo energy is going to be nudging us to move in a new direction for our greatest and highest good. So it may be uncomfortable, like I said, because you may be moving up in some way, shape, or form, or doing something that's a little uncomfortable, but I do feel like it's something that you've been preparing for, and it's something that it's not something new. It's not like a completely new direction, but I feel like it's a higher position in some way, shape, or form. So on the day, let's get into the actual specific daily energy for July 23rd, 2024. All right, so on this day, I'm feeling like a lot of deceitful energy, okay? Is the moon still going to be in Aquarius? I believe so. But this is a 2-day, which is Cancer, all right? But what? Here I go. We got it right here. Yeah, it's a 2-day, which is Cancer, but this falls on a Tuesday, which is Mars and Scorpio day, which is 9, which is another water sign. And then we have the sun is now in Leo, so it's that 1. So I just feel like there's going to be some energy that tries to come through that's going to be very pushy for some of us to make some decisions, and it's some deception behind it. So definitely, if you feel pressured, somebody's like calling you or, you know, presenting you with some kind of offer, and they're like trying to make you feel like you got to make that decision right now. Nope, I told you. So the moon is entering Pisces, so it's going to be a lot of water. It's going to be a lot of water energy on this day. So you definitely want to connecting with your intuition stones. So like your lapis lazuli, your opalite, with some other good sodalite is going to assist you with seeing the truth, right? But definitely connect with your intention, your intuitive stones if you do struggle with making good judgment, because I do feel like there is some deception, and it's because you have a lot of things. Like, this is a test, I feel like, honestly, that's going to come through for some of the collective, to where there may be an offer that comes through that seems too good to be true. Like, somebody may call you with like, or you may see somebody out in public and they're offering you like this offer, or, you know, asking to invest in something, and your return is going to be so big, or they're making it sound so big and beautiful and glorious. And I do feel like for a lot of people, it is not what it looked like on the surface. So ask more questions. Right, Gypsy CC just joined. Gypsy, that's like that genie in a bottle kind of energy, where it's like, it may seem like a wish came true on this day. And I'm not saying that nobody's wish or desires are going to, you know, come into fruition on this day, but ask questions. Ask questions, ask for receipts, and sleep on it before you just sign off and sign a contract. Because I said this feels like a test, because there is, I told y'all Mars entered Gemini a few days ago. And with that Mars and Gemini, it's like a lot of us are going to feel inspired to start these new projects. We're going to have these exciting conversations with new people, and we're going to be ready to do it all. And so it's going to seem like, for a lot of people, like, oh my gosh, I manifested this, or I've been waiting for this. And it's like, this is not quite it. So don't get too excited. Don't get too excited, because what's for you is here. But I feel like there's going to be a test before the actual, like, real deal Holyfield type thing. And depending on how you respond, if you do accept this, I don't feel like it's going to block what's happening, but it's going to take you off course, and then you're going to have to do some course correction type things, and that won't be necessary if you just actually pause and, like, ask for clarity, ask for truth to be revealed, or ask for receipts and things like that, and let it show itself for what it really is. But I do see for a lot of people also, though, there are some exciting conversations and some good news that are going to come through about some endings and new beginnings. So some of y'all may have been waiting to hear back from a job, or waiting to hear back from a partner, somebody that has been in separation. Or maybe you haven't talked to them in a while, and they're going to come back like, hey, this is what we're going to do moving forward, or we're going to put you here, or we're going to end your contract here, we're going to end your contract here, but we're going to put you over here. Like, I do see like this things being moved around, and for a lot of people, you're going to have like good news come through for something that you've been anticipating. I do feel like this has to do with something that you're passionate about. All right. Because the energy that I picked up earlier with like that deceitful energy, I do feel like you don't really notice energy. I feel like this is like stranger, honestly. So, because some of y'all like, well, how am I supposed to discern like if this is something for me to get excited about, or if this is the deceitful thing? The deceit energy is given like scammer. It's given like somebody who talk a good game, or who looks like they CEO or something like that, but you don't know them that well. This is that deceitful energy is somebody that you don't know that well. But from this good news that are going to come through, or the news that you want to hear, I feel like that's connected to somebody who you do know. So you're going to be able to like decipher like, okay, I can believe that, but that's cap, because you ain't got no receipts. You get me to run around now, or it just ain't adding up. All right. So definitely trust your intuitive compass on this day. Your intuition is not going to lead you astray. If you do have any things to take care of as well, this is the day to take care of it. This is the day to take care of it sooner in the day than later. So if it's some things that you need, like say you need to go to the store or something, like, and typically you try to do everything when you get off of work, you might want to rise a little earlier and take care of your errands before you go to work, or before you go to whatever it is that you committed to. Take care of your errands earlier in the day, and the rest of your day will go smoothly. And that's pretty much the daily energy for July 23rd, 2024. And we're now going to transition over to the next segment of the night, which is the Tarot Tea Time. If y'all want a personal reading or any other personal spiritual services one-on-one, you can book on the website Crystalinemarsshow.com with myself or Brother Logas. SMG said discernment, intuition, wisdom, awareness, adaptability, resilience, guidance, fertility, abundance, sensory control, courage, self-love, happiness, and spirit animal. Ashe. She said, I understand. Yes. All right. All right. So we're going to be pulling from our exclusive Fortitude deck. And what came out? This damn storm alert is still here, y'all. This storm alert is still here. But the card that came out, though, is waiting will only lead to frustration. Just be. When you take your mind off of it, you allow for everything to fall into place divinely. All right? So some of y'all may be on the edge. Some of y'all may be on the edge waiting, looking at the clock, looking at your phone, waiting. And that's what's causing the frustrating. Because it's like watching water freeze. Let's see. But speaking of water freeze, I see something thawing out. Something that may have been frozen or didn't seem to be making any progress. You're going to begin to see the precipitation. You may begin to see the evaporation, like the actual like things coming together around that thing. So this came out again. All of life experiences are neutral. Give them a meaning that serves you and all involved. And this is how you really create your reality. For those of you who are like, okay, how do I create? How do I like use my words? It's literally through the meaning that you give it, your experiences. When something happens, don't give it the meaning that it just looks like on the surface level. Dive a little deeper. You got to dig a little deeper and then give it a meaning that is actually going to align or create or assist you with timeline jumping onto that actual timeline. So let's say, what's an example? What's an example? Let's say you're at the job, right? Let's say you're at the job and you get off at 2:00 p.m. But lately you've been getting slammed with more work around 1:30 p.m. and you're like, freak, like and you have to actually finish this work on that day or something like that. And next thing you know, you're not getting off at 2 anymore. You're getting off between 2:30, 2:45, and you're like, yo, like I was supposed to be off at 2. That you could give that meaning, like if it is your desire to actually take on more responsibility, if it is your desire to take on a leadership position and things that would actually make you have to do more work, you can take that as, oh, the universe is just preparing me for those days where I'm gonna have to work a little later because I'm going to be the new project manager, because I'm going to be, so and so. This is setting me up for that, right? For some of you, you may feel like maybe your taste buds may be changing in regards to maybe you eat the same things, right? Maybe you eat the same things and now they're not hitting like that no more. Or when you go to the restaurant every time, now they don't have what you like typically, order. And the meaning that you could give that is the universe is just trying to push me in a corner to begin to cook, stop eating out so much and actually begin to make nourishing meals for my family and things like that to save some money, right? Instead of being pissed off, how y'all ain't got no damn McDonald's? How y'all ain't got the damn ice cream machine? How the ice cream machine ain't working? Because you don't need the ice cream, right? Go home and make you a mango smoothie or something like that, some mango sherbet or whatever it is. And so give it a meaning that actually serves you. You see how this just fell on my lap ever so gently. And it says, be intentional intention. These experiences are presenting an opportunity to transcend to a higher dimension. Be intentional in the tension. All right? These opportunities, these experiences are presenting an opportunity to transcend to a higher dimension. So this is talking about, like I mentioned with that Leo energy, with this cattiness and things like that. There's going to be some childish energy that kicks up. There's going to be some things that maybe you were triggered in the past about, and you now get an opportunity on, like, how are you going to respond now? Like, are you still going to stay where you were or where you are, or are you going to choose a higher path? Are you going to choose a higher path? I'm just setting a timer real quick, y'all. Give me a sec. And I need y'all to really, focus on getting a grip on your emotions. Like, stop letting people take you there. Stop letting people take you there. Just because they're up and down, just because they're going off on you, don't mean you got to go off on them. All right? Breathe and remove yourself if that's what you need to do. But all was well before you connected with them, so don't let all be hell when you disconnect from them. And that's why it's important that we begin to really understand the people that we are connected to, because when you know how a person is, you know what to expect from them, and you know how you need to handle yourself. You know they're emotionally unstable, and so when they go off, either you can choose to, respond from a positive, neutral space where you're just like, you're not emotionally invested, or you can let them trigger you and go off on them because they're going off on you. Like, for what? Now you burnt out. Now your day blow when all was well. What's up? Amora said, did you say unintentional tension? No, I said be intentional in the tension. It's often that we like to run from tension. When we get in those very, thick spaces, we like to remove ourselves and we like to run. But be intentional in that. In those moments. The cleaner you are, the harder it is for mold to grow. Cleanse and detox your mind, body, and spirit. The cleaner you are, the harder it is for mold to grow. Detox your mind, body, and spirit. So some of y'all may be called to do a cleanse or a fast for a little bit. Nikki said, my raffle piece has been doing such a help for me for everything you're saying. I love that. It was divine. It's not that you don't trust people. You don't trust your discernment. Always trust people to be exactly who they are. This one came out earlier as well. So let's get into some tarot. And this storm alert is still at the damn bottom of the deck. The answer's like, yep. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. I got to shuffle one more. It's one more message for us. I just heard no, one more. So hold on. I need to shuffle it like this though. Okay. Nikki so pretty said, truly divine, mighty fine. You know we align. And it's still there? I was trying to shuffle it to where? Okay. All right. This is our last message from this deck. Thank you. The only way out is in. Until you understand and master yourself, the energy will trigger you again and again. The only way out is in. And until you truly master your energy, I'm butchering it, hold on. The only way out is in. Until you understand and master your energy, the energy will trigger you again and again. So I literally just talked about that. We like to run, all right? We like to try to remove ourselves, but the only way out really is inward. The only way you can get out of this space is if you go within and figure out what turbulence is happening, what storm is happening inside, right? And until you understand and master yourself, the energy will trigger you again and again. All right, y'all? So go get your deck. I said what I said. Nick said, storm alert been going crazy for days. No, literally. And it stormed today. And I was like, Ashe. I'm feeling real oracle-y. Nick said, I love your cards. I don't know how to read or interpret them, yet you make me want to learn. You think it's really that difficult? I said this yesterday. I was like, you don't have to be a tarot reader. You don't have to be an oracle card reader for you to interpret it. Like, literally, it's... And maybe, and I say this humbly, but maybe because I just do it naturally, I don't think of it as being challenging. T's SMG said, do anybody else feel like they be on FaceTime when they be on live just chilling? I love that. This is a one-on-one FaceTime. Nick said, I don't think it's hard. I just have never tried. Okay, yeah. And oracle decks, now tarot is deeper. But oracles are like, it's like it allows for you to explore it. And tarot does too, but tarot has a lot of more like elements and like things connected to it. But oracle is more like freelance. It's more like you give it meaning kind of thing. You expand on it. Hey, Britt. How's ATL? Then you still in Atlanta? I miss you. All right, so y'all, we got the 10 of Wands. We have the 10 of Wands. So somebody has definitely taken on some more responsibility. And let's see, how has the collective been handling this responsibility? How has the collective been handling this? The 2 of Cups. Okay, so you're trying to get your groove. You're seeing like, okay, What do I need to bring balance? Like, how can I juggle? How can I juggle? Like, you're juggling something, trying to feel your flow. We have the Page of Cups. Because I feel like it's either it's something you started or something you want to start. And you're like, okay, but I need to make sure like I keep this. I need to make sure I keep this, you know, in flow before I try to add another egg to juggle, or before I try to add another ball. I got to make sure I get this straight first. But with this Page of Cups though, I do feel like some of y'all may find yourself heavy like in the 5th dimension, honestly, like heavy in the dream world, heavy in the spiritual world. And we have the King of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, so somebody's emotional state has been stabilizing. Like, you may not be 10 toes down yet, but I do feel like your emotional, like, remember I said get a grip of your emotions. With this King of Cups, a lot of y'all have been doing better, and you've been able to, like, maybe it was hard for you to separate work and personal. Like, maybe you would bring your personal into your work. It would trickle or affect your work somehow. And I do see that a lot of y'all have been drawing a line like, okay, it's time for me to work. I'll deal with that shit later. And then when later comes, you're like, okay, now I got to get back to work. Or I think I just said the same thing twice, but vice versa. Or you're like, okay, it's been enough work. Now I need to go ahead and handle this because I know that that's still a thing for me. We have the 5 of Wands. So yeah, there's going to be, or there is some energy there may be some energy that you pulled away from that's tugging on you. Like emotionally. Some of y'all may have done some cord cutting. And so now, or maybe you need to do cord cutting. But some of y'all have already cut the cords. You have cut the energy off. You have blocked it. You have removed yourself. You have cleared it out. Some of you still have like jewelry or something like that needs to be thrown out. Maybe from this person, or like given away or whatever. But I do feel like this energy is trying to come through your crown chakra and like play tricks on your mind to like try to feed off you and like get your energy back. But we have the Liberator, the Enlightenment. There's a lot of wisdom that was gained in this past season, in this past Cancer, and I'm feeling like between May and June, there was a lot of like light bulbs that went off in regards to maybe what it is that you need to do, what it is that you need to say, or true colors being revealed about other people as well. Because with that Gemini energy, it's like two-faced, multiple personalities. There may have been a lot that was revealed to you. And now, I feel like now you know how to move. You know how you need to move. And this don't even necessarily have to be about somebody else too, but this could be about the multiple hats that you are now wearing. Somebody is ready to move. Yep, as I said that the 6 of Swords came. Somebody's ready to move. Somebody's ready to move. Transition, relocation, healing journey. Who ready to move? Tell me more about this move. You're in transition. The Dreamer. Didn't I say you have you in a dream world? So, and I told y'all, it's like this, your dreams may be, it may be a little challenging from you to decipher and separate, like, is this a dream or is this reality? Because some of y'all literally are in your dream reality. Y'all said me. All y'all ready to move. But like 3 of y'all said me. But we have this Dreamer. So I do feel like some of y'all are about to move to your dream reality, your dream state of being, and externally. Like it's going to be a reflection. I heard get ready. Somebody was waiting on somebody. Somebody was waiting on somebody, and this, okay, so take this as it resonates, because this is for somebody specific or a few people. But somebody was waiting on somebody, and maybe you thought you was going to build and live your dream life with somebody, and the universe is like, no, we got something better in store for you. We got something better in store for you, and it's going to be with somebody else. Because somebody don't want to choose, somebody don't want to pick, somebody don't want to move. Yes, breakthrough, truth and clarity. Dang, it was just getting good. Yeah, right. Oh, no! Whew. And we got the Four of Cups. So there may be some things that you got to think about. There may be some things that you got to think about because you might have to leave some things behind. This may challenge your belief systems. Is fear going to be a factor for you, right? I went and looked at, y'all know we channel. I need y'all to go look at last night's show. Last night's show was lit AF. I ran it back myself. And after the show, I went and looked at Fear Factor because I channeled Fear Factor last night, for those of you who don't know. But I can't go back and run back the whole message. That's why I told you to go look back. But last night I said that you have to go on Fear Factor, on the show Fear Factor. I said somebody's birthday may be August 11th as well, or born on the 11th, or November 8th. But Fear Factor, I said that it was always a couple. It was always two people on the show. And that wasn't the case. There were sometimes it was a couple. There was like specials where they had like couples and things like that. And the few episodes that I looked at, the name Michael may be significant. The initials J and R may be significant as well. But the few episodes that I looked at, it was literally like the one episode, they had to jump, right? And you had to jump and you had to land. You couldn't use your arms and things to support you. So a lot of y'all about to be called to take a leap, to take a jump. And that was the first thing. The second thing, they had to eat testicles. They had to eat something disgusting. All right. And we talked about that too. Some of y'all are being called to change your eating habits, right? And then the third challenge was they had to, the car went down. They had to save the baby. The car went down in the water. They had to save the baby and then exit out the window. All right. And somebody's biggest fear, one of the guys' biggest fear was water. And so some of y'all are about to face your biggest fear, right? And you're going to be called to make some kind of jump where you're going to have to truly trust, have your confidence rooted in God. All right. What happened? Oh, you talking about because I said the testicles? Yeah, that was some Fear Factor stuff. I was like, I would never. But is fear going to be a factor for you? Is fear a factor for you? And are you willing to confront your fears? Some of y'all are like, I literally don't know what life will look like without me being here. I literally don't know what life will look like without me going to that place. Or I don't know and I'm scared. And it is okay to be scared. But that's what the beauty of this Leo energy that we're in now is going to bring us. Like that fearlessness. That's like, okay, I'm scared, but bitch, I'm ready to see what's on the other side because I'm scared of being stuck. I'm scared of being stuck. And I've been waiting for a whole lifetime. I've been waiting for years. I've been waiting. And I see that everything is waiting on me. So we're going to pull a few more. Let me go ahead, son. Asali. 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 You can't hear me. It smells good in there. It smells good in the hood. Hold on, let me text him. And I heard you the first time. Some of y'all might be asking, like praying over the same thing. Nikki So Pretty said, I'm scared of being stuck. It's been too long. Right. The eclipse. The eclipse. There may be a disappointment or somebody may have disappointed you. And I want you to thank that person from literally freeing you from yet another one of your illusions. There may have been a significant shift, you know, in result of this, the eclipse that was back in April. We have the Knight of Wands. Somebody is waiting on you, the visionary, but what do you see? Whoo-wee. Somebody is getting uprooted from like a hometown or like a safety net. And today, Layla, my daughter, she randomly asked me, she was like, Mom, what does safe mean? And I was like, to be out of, what did I say? I said to be out of harm's way, to be out of danger or something like that. And she was like, oh, I thought it meant protected. My daughter, she's 5. She about to be 6. And I'm like, right, it does mean that. Like, it does mean you can be protected from danger. And then I was like, well, let's look on Google. Let's see what safe really means. And it said to be protected from danger. And so, and I was like, why did you ask me that though? And she was like, cause I was just wondering. I was like, I know, but did somebody say that? Like, did somebody say it? Like, why did you ask what does safe mean? And she was like, I was just wondering. And I was like, oh, okay. And, but through her asking that, that was just the ancestors coming through my child, you know, reminding me, reminding us that we are safe, that we are protected from danger, from the enemy in us, that part of us that sabotages us, that part of us that, you know, keeps us away or tries to protect us, you know, but ultimately it keeps us in a stuck space. So know that you are safe. All right, what came out? Somebody's money has been slow. Somebody's money has been dwindling away, or somebody has been going through a constant like loop. So 4 is maybe significant, 4-4, 44 may be significant, 4-4-4. Yeah, wow. So we went from lack to pack. We went from lack to pack. So this move, you may have to move. You may have to make a move in order for you to really connect with this abundance. But a lot of y'all are pregnant with this new reality, with this abundance. Damn, it smells good. Somebody ready to eat, bitch. Y'all know I've been fasting. I'm on day 5 of my fast. I did eat some soup today though. I did some soup with some herbs and quinoa. But I have not eaten any flesh or any like heavy foods. And so I can sure fuck up some bread right now. The guys got cookies in the thing. Oh, I'm not eating a cookie today. I'm not eating a cookie. Y'all don't pay no mind. I'm sorry. I just went on the intermission. But there may be a move that need to be made. And when you do make this move, somebody is literally about to move. Aww. And I feel like it may be away from family, but it's going to be like, it's going to be so fulfilling for you. Nick, was you here last night? Nick said, I literally been getting a glimpse of everything I want and been practicing being patient and still working to receive it. Nick, I literally channeled that energy last night. You got to go back and look at last night's show if you didn't already. I was talking about the sample. You got to sample. But we got the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles. So some of y'all have been putting in a lot of work. Some of y'all have been putting in a lot of work, preparing yourself, right? And really just shifting the way you view abundance. Because some of you were so fixated on money or resources or the lack thereof, and you're seeing where your perception was a little off. All right. Maybe you was putting more power into something else, or more, because some of y'all feel like you gotta do, and there is a certain amount of work that needs to be done in order for you to manifest certain things. But some of y'all feel like, yo, I gotta do more, and that was a lie, that was an illusion. All right, somebody about to have a baby. And when this money get right, somebody gonna get pregnant. When it's a lot that's gonna happen with this shift. And this may happen by next April. The Phoenix. Oh, wait. It's a lot of me say, I literally just pulled those. Oh my God, you did. The Golden Healer said, this is me. This is all me tonight. All me, for real. Nick said, I haven't been here in like a week. I've been crazy busy. Ashe. The Phoenix, transformation, renewal, endings, and beginnings. Didn't I channel this for tomorrow's energy, where a lot of you are going to get news and confirmation in regards to this ending and beginning. But like the Phoenix, it's time for you to rise from the ashes, my love. This Leo season is literally, and a lot of y'all are being called to make these shifts for your baby. All right, for this birth, for this reality, for this new lover, for this new child, for this new job. Nick said, I came tonight just to be read, feels like. Moonchild said, I've been contemplating a move. My hometown ain't it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wait. So we went from the Knight of Pentacles, which is like the slowest freaking knight. We got the Knight of Wands. We had the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. It's like a lot of discontent. A lot of discontent. Because you're like, yo, like, where's my fair share? Like, bro, laws of the universe, what karma look like? Because, I mean, damn. And the Queen of Pentacles, practicality, motherhood, and prosperity. You got the Empress, and we got the Empress, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. This is the most divine, attractive, abundant, feminine energy. And this is reflecting who you are, where you are. And so if you are not mentally in this space where you're seeing the abundance that you have, that you are naturally as your birthright, as just who you are as a being, I need you to begin to shift the way you view yourself. All right? And know that it's you don't have to work hard for something that is already here. That is something that is already yours. Let it show up. We got the Ace of Cups. New feelings, intuition, emotional beginning. So with this Ace of Cups, you're gonna have an overflow. This is an overflow, and some of y'all about to really have the breakthrough that you've been praying for, and you may be crying on your knees, like literally. Congratulations! I just heard job well done. Somebody has been in this financial hole for years. I mean, like 10 years, 15. I'm getting the chills, bro. 15 years. Like, this has been a long cycle of struggle bus. Somebody may have been paying like student loans or trying to like pay for school, or it's just like, bitch, the school, the job, the car, the kids, it's just been too much. The church or whatever you're investing in, like, it's been a lot. And you haven't had the money to just save. And that might be something that is worrying y'all too. Like, you like, but I don't have the money to make the move. You're going to have what you need right when you need to make that move. Miracles are a thing. Miracles are a thing. Don't you lean out on your own understanding. Anything is possible. And when it's for you, that's when that miraculous, serendipitous energy start to show up, and it's like, how? You know it was nothing but the Most High. You know it was nothing but God, because how, Sway? How? And sometimes, official test says something's blocked. Sometimes something's not necessarily blocked. It's just not the time. Nikki Sopri said, oh my God, every time I try and save something happen and snatch it. He said, give my money back. I've been standing on faith though, and just making what I need each day. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. The Ten of Pentacles, this is you having all of your cups. This is ancestral energy coming through. This is inheritance energy coming through. This is legacy coming through. This is land coming through. This is new house coming through. Some of y'all want like a new house, like you want new house on your own land, or you want like a new construction kind of home. Some of y'all may want to renovate your home as well, do some renovations and things like that. Money is about to overflow. This second half of the year, shit. Nine of Pentacles. It's too late to go back. You don't have to worry about backsliding. The Ten of Pentacles, and then it went into the Nine of Pentacles. And that Ten of Pentacles is that sample energy. From the 10 moving back to the 9, that's like you got to snip it, and it's like, all right, now hold on. Let's go back to this 9 and let's be patient. Let's be patient. Ashe. I accept this overflow from all sources. We got the warrior. You earned your stripes, baby. You earned your stripes, baby. It's only right. I gotta do the warrior call. I've been doing that one too. I'm trying to keep it a little low. We got the 3 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is celebration. This 3 of Cups is celebration. So for those of you who feel like you can't breathe, for those of you who feel like you're drowning, breathe. Go ahead and move into that celebratory energy. Go ahead and move into that anticipating good things, great things, blessed things, miracles, and things to happen for you. TikTok is making me put the puzzle piece in to continue that last piece. You are the missing piece. 4 of Pentacles. Saving. I told y'all. Some of y'all like, bro, I'm trying. But I just ain't got it. I'm trying. And we're going to close out. The Ancestress. The Ancestress. So this is heavy divine feminine energy coming through as well. Because some of y'all have been very resilient in regards to taking these losses. And like I channeled just a minute ago, like you've been trying to prepare. And then as soon as you prepare and you think you got one, you got a couple stacks on deck, or you get your momentum, something come through and knock you off. But with this Ancestress energy, this is some divine feminine energy. I channeled this before. If you have some ancestral artifacts, ancestral jewelry or something like that, especially from like your grandmother, grandfather, mother, father, go ahead and wear that energy. Go ahead and wear that jewelry. Get it fixed if you need to, or if it's, I don't know what it is, or maybe they have like a certain kind of like perfume or something that they liked. Like, go ahead and bring this ancestral energy into your energy so they can walk closer with you. But this Ancestress energy is the divine feminine coming through in regards to, it's going to be a lot of intuitive information that comes through from the divine feminine, and it may have to do with like what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it. Because it has something to do with strategy and tact. Strategy and tact. So definitely go into a meditative space and connect with your ancestors. Go to the altar if you have an altar. And if you don't, just meditate and call forth the divine feminine energy that has crossed over that you know. All right? And ask for guidance, wisdom, insight, direction. You have your granddaddy shirt? I have my daddy shirt right here. The masculine is here too. And honestly, what I'm seeing right now is like the masculine is like they're providing the shield. Brother Logas looking at me like, you ready? The masculine is like, I'm ready. The masculine is like providing the shield and letting the feminine do what needs to be done to give birth, right? So the masculine is more like protecting right now and allowing for the feminine to tap into that abundance source and nurturing and things like that to give birth to a new nation. So the ancestors are here with us heavily, as always, right? But they just wanted to show themselves again. So we're going to now go ahead and transition over to the next segment of the night, which is the spiritual lesson. Sip and Tea said, can YouTube see the cards? I was showing y'all the cards, YouTube. I moved too fast. I thought I was showing everybody the screen. My apologies. My apologies. All right, y'all. Hold on.
Peace, family.
Yes.
Today's spiritual lesson, we're talking about the old versus the new. bring this up because
one of our lovelies.
Some of our lovelies believe that when we talk about men and women, we're talking about old concepts, old paradigms, old binary whatevers, right? And actually, let me add something in here. So, when we look at plants, no matter how far back we go into history, right? Plants are plants. Plants act like plants. They grow like plants. They have seeds. Some bear fruit. Others, bear nuts. Others just bear flowers or seeds, but plants are plants, right? Now you get new species of plants, and you get cross, pollination, and you get new types of constructions of plants, but the plants don't change. They don't stop being plants. They don't stop acting like plants, right? So the old plants, no matter how many new plants come along, they still act like plants. That's why they're called plants, right? Animals, no matter how many species we find, frogs act like the frogs. The lions act like the lions. The antelope acts like the antelope. The elephants act like the elephants. Even if you put them in a zoo, they still act like how they've always acted. They do not change. Right? If you change their environment, they might have to change some of their behaviors, but that's based off of what they already are to begin with. Right? Spirits. The spirits from 100 years ago are not different from the spirits of today. They're not like these new types of spirits that do things differently. Right? Whether you go 100 years, 1,000 years, 10 million years, spirits are spirits. Spirits act like spirits. The good ones act like the good ones, the bad ones act like the bad ones. It does not change. Right? The positive ones act like the positive ones, the negatives act like the negative ones. Okay. Energy. Energy transforms, but at the basis of it, it's the same atoms, the same electrons, the same protons, the same neutrons. The energy on a surface level looks different, but on its foundational level, it's still just energy. It's the same components necessary to construct what we call energy. Electromagnetism. Computers, no matter how advanced the computers come, no matter what abilities you add to the computer, at the basis of the computer, it is binary. It is what? It is zeros and ones. And it's still over here as zeros and ones. Humans. No matter how many nations come and go, no matter how many revolutions you have, no matter how many epiphanies you have and enlightenments you have, humans are still humans. Unless the humans become some other higher level beings, then they'll act like the other higher level beings. But as long as humans are at the frequency that we're at, the third dimension, humans are going to continue to be humans. The binary is going to continue to be the binary. War is going to continue to be war. Men are going to be men. Women are going to be women. And when they become toxic, they're going to be toxic in the ways that they become toxic. And when they become constructive, they're going to become constructive in the ways that they become constructive. It does not change. It might go up and down. We might advance at certain points. We might evolve, like technology-wise, at certain points. We might devolve technology-wise at other points, depending on what's happening, on the planet. But humans still steady being humans. And this idea that we know that all these other things stay the same. On their core level, all these things stay the same. But somehow humans, we can just not be humans just because we say we're not humans, or we can change this belief that we're somehow a different type of human than the humans 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 60 years. No, we're the same humans. History, it just repeats itself over and over again. That's why if you study any bit of history, you'll just see that our current situation, our current trajectory is no different than 1,000 or so years ago in certain places in Africa and in Europe. Okay. So that's the spiritual lesson for today. Now we're going to the Q&A or into any spiritual things. Sure.
My favorite kind of light. Baba, my skin is blotching. What that mean? It look like I got like light spots. Thank you, Nick Nick. That's my favorite view. I wish we could do it like that, but it'd be too dark. Like this. I love it like that, but it's too dark.
Let's see, what do we got?
Yeah, Sipping Sugar Water said something on YouTube. And let me scroll up for you here. Peace, brother. I say Nick Nick. I don't have any jewelry from my dad either, and so lately I've just been like having a shirt in here. If you don't have jewelry, that's okay, but connect with what you do have when you need it. All right, so that's the beginning there. And then they asked that question about you.
So they're asking if I'm a Capricorn?
India.
I am not. My Capricorn is not, or my sun sign is not Capricorn. I have a decent amount of Capricorn in my chart, though. But my sun sign is Aries. Slipping sugar water.
Sipping.
Oh, sipping. Sipping sugar. Just ask because he is a great teacher, very detailed, Ashe.
Nothing over there. Hey, Barry.
Peace, brother. Peace, Nikki, so pretty. Peace, Junk Jagger. Peace, 33 Ted. Huh?
Nick Nick spelled your name like Lagos, and I was like, that it does sound like it could be spelled that way, Logas, but it's Logas.
Peace, Belle Reeves. Peace, Kiki Blunt.
Logas.
333 Tez. Great, powerful conversation. Brother man got here.
I ain't gonna even lie.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ashe.
I'm a translator.
Why ain't food on this list? Or did you put plants? But still. I mean, yeah, you could put food on the list. That would be a strong, food is food. Food has always been food. It's either been, you know, was flesh, plants, um, water, air. You know, it does not change. Key Blunt says plant is actually the only real food, but that's neither here nor there. Um, well, Kiki Blunt, why do you believe plants are the only real food? Or do you mean it's only the only real food for humans? Is that what you mean? Because food is just it's an energy source, right? Um, and to say that plants are the only real energy source, I cannot, agree with that. I cannot agree with that, right? And it depends, and the type of food you're going to eat and focus on the most is based off of what you're trying to accomplish with your physical body. So if you're trying to become more, have a stronger athletic build, it'll be very difficult for you to do that with just plants. In fact, it might not even really be. You might be able to get away with it. Let's say if you grow up in a culture where y'all don't eat plants. I mean, y'all don't eat flesh. You just eat plants. That culture is gonna be a lot smaller and fragile on a physical level, right? If you want to be more in tune or have a higher vibration, I'll say, then yeah, you would go on a plant diet then, right? The less of the physical foods that you eat, yes, the higher your vibration, will become. But depending on the environment and depending on what you're trying to accomplish, other, flesh, it becomes necessary. Flesh becomes necessary, right? Like herbs, for instance, they go on a food list, but we're not supposed to be eating herbs on a regular basis. Because herbs are a detoxer. Herbs are a medicine, I should say, not even a detox. They're a medicine. Why would you take medicine every day? In this current environment, we need to take medicine every day because there's so much toxicity in our environment. But taking that medicine also stresses your body out to a certain degree, no matter how healthy it is. But in a healthy environment, you would not be taking herbs, or you would not need to take herbs. You only need to take herbs when you were sick or when you have some kind of ailment. That's the only time you would take herbs. Sipping sugar water says, if I am not as spiritual as others, do I need someone else to break a spell? I just feel a masculine having a time in my life right now. I always feel like someone else is with me. And every time I get something started, it gets shut right down. I can't think of no explanation. I say, well, you can always go to Crystalinemarsshow.com and book your session, and Duüblè can assist you into breaking that spell or those contracts. However, still top 10 best conversations is 3-3 Tez, Ashe. Nikki So Pretty. That blue and white light looks so good. Ashe. And from Morocco. Okay, Muhammad. Ashe. Let's see. Well, if I, says 3310, well, if I have to say of all time, it'd be like 15 or 20 because you gotta think about all the other things there's possibly to talk about. Ashe. Passion City, I have ashes. I'm getting jewelry for it.
Beautiful.
Ashe. Kiki Blunts is cracking up. P. Ashe Muhammad. Nick so pretty. I like when y'all give life and read our names. Ashe. Nikki's so pretty.
Hey, I was looking at Fear Factor last night, and remember you did the spiritual lesson on the names the other night?
Mm-hmm.
One of the episodes that I watched, the winner was Michael, and I thought about the Archangel Michael thing. And then another episode I watched, the winner name was Julius, and you mentioned both of those names, and they both won the Fear Factor. And I was thinking about how you was talking about the power of the names and things like that.
Yeah, power of the names. You'll see a lot of people who win things have certain names.
Yeah.
Like some of the sometimes it's their names or sometimes it's their nicknames that do it. If you look like into the if you look into the fighting world, like in UFC, the top fighters, you got John Jones. You have John Bone Jones, right? So you have, first of all, you have Jones, keeping up with the Joneses, so you already have that energy. Then you have John, and also Jones, any black people that are named Jones are going to be indigenous people from America, right? And then you have, John the Baptist, right? And then you got Bones. Well, that's connected to Legba, right? So he has a lot of powerful energy around his name, which is why he's so, successful. But also why he's dealt with. That's why he also has so many issues too on in his personal life because of the Bones part, that Legba energy. They got to balance you out. You got to have just as much success and just as much nonsense to go along with it, right? And then you have, let's get a different name. Let's go with like well, let's go with like a Tom, right? Let's go with Tom.
Tom Ford.
Now, Tom is connected to Jesus. Tom, as in Thomas. I forget how it's connected to Jesus, so I can't even tell you how. I forget why. So Tom is actually, and once it's a powerful name, it's also a very plain name. Whenever you meet Toms are always very plain people. Very, very plain people, right? But yet, Toms can get things done and become like they're also tend to be, if they want to be, if they decide to be, they become very successful people. You got Tom Brady. You got MySpace Tom. Like the name Tom, for whatever reason,
so crazy.
is a very powerful name. It's a very powerful
I just
name.
see that picture of Tom.
But Tom Brady was a plain looking dude, plain looking body. MySpace Tom, plain looking guy. Right, plain looking guy. And then you have or you can use the name. The name doesn't always have to be your name either. You can just put the name on what you're doing. Like what's the guy who owns Tesla? What's his name? Elon. Yeah, Elon. You got Elon Musk, right? Which Elon sounds like a powerful name. I just don't know what it's connected to.
Eli.
Probably Eli. Eli, Book of Eli, right? That Eli name, Elijah, right? But then you have, he used the name Tesla, right? Tesla. And we got, that's Nicholas Tesla. Hence why, he's, I think the richest person on Earth right now. All right. So those are just like, examples of how powerful, the name is. Right. So sipping sugar, so we need help, I believe so. Let's see what else we got.
Peace and tone to Ken.
Now, there's all kind of different types of names that can reach different levels of success. No one's it's not just tied to just certain names. But you'll see certain names show up more often, and certain names will they'll be successful in certain areas, in certain arenas, or in certain ways more often than other names. More often than other names, right? But usually people who are successful, they have a very strong name. Usain Bolt. Bolt, the fastest man ever. Last name is Bolt. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Before, some of the records he broke was, you got Michael Johnson. Michael, there we go, Michael again. Last name Johnson. Got the John as well as Johnsons are also an indigenous group as well, right? So.
Somebody said Christian is powerful.
Christian is a powerful name because Christ. Now, Christ does not mean Jesus. Christ means Savior. Or I don't think it means Savior, but it's kind of like that. It's a Savior energy, right? Christ. It is a title. Christ is a title. I think it means chosen one or something like that. I don't know. But Christ, right? So that's why Christian is so powerful, because Christ, you have the power of Christ. Not Jesus necessarily, but of a Christ-like being, right? Because there's been more than one Christ. Jesus was not the only Christ. He was not the first one either.
It was the Christ of Jesus, right?
Jesus the Christ.
Yeah.
Right. People say Jesus Christ like it's his last name. Shake Kiki Blunts. I was not speaking on energy at all. Okay.
I don't know what they're wowing.
Wow. Okay, we got the wows. Exactly. Not all herbs are medicine. Well, what herb is not medicine? Kiki Blunt says, state your source. State my source. When doctors create medicines, they use herbs. That's the source. They don't take romaine lettuce to make a medicine, or turnips or vegetables. I'm not saying they've never done that, but they don't typically do that. It's a herb. Who else said that herbs were medicine specifically, and not
Queen
food?
Afua.
Did she say that? Okay, Queen Afua. There goes another source. I've also heard somebody. I don't know if it was Dr. Sabi or if it was Dr. Ali Muhammad. I can't remember who else said that, but that's why they call it. But they say it all the time. Plant medicine. They tell you that. They don't say that the watermelon is plant medicine. They don't say that the kale is plant medicine. No, the herbs are the plant medicines. They tell you that. So as far as the source, it's not even like a source I got to go give you a book, because it's said all the time if you just pay attention. There's so many holistic practitioners, famous ones, they'll tell you it's plant medicine. There's regular holistic practitioners say plant medicine. It is a medicine. Doctors will tell you, will put it, it's literally in the medicine. That's how they create the medicine. They take the herb And then they add chemicals to it to mess it up. But they need the herb because that's the medicine. All herbs are medicines. That's why they're herbs. That's why they're herbs. You know, that's why they don't call, romaine lettuce an herb. It's a leafy plant, just like, chamomile, just like dandelion leaf. It's a leafy plant, but it's just not. It's not a herb.
Like any medicinal.
It doesn't have any, whatever they consider medicinal. It doesn't have any medicinal, I guess, properties you could say. Now, what is a medicinal property? I mean, that part we'd have to like talk about, because fruit will heal you from things, right? But it's not an herb, though, right? But I guess you could say, well, really, they don't really have medicinal properties. What happens is that it's like fruits and vegetables. They give you vitamins and minerals and enzymes, and your body takes those things to make it stronger so that it can then heal itself, right? But herbs, they're medicinal, meaning that the thing that's in the herb is gonna kill the thing that is causing you to be sick. I believe that's the difference between the herbs and the other plants. Numerology tells us a lot when it comes to names. This is true. Ashe. You wonderful people have a wonderful evening. Ashe, Kiki Blunts, you as well. MySpace Tom, yep.
Tom Joyner.
The good old days of side films.
Why ain't on
Tom
your top
Joyner,
10?
Ashe, Passion City.
Oh my gosh.
Bill Gates got a disability, one of the richest white males on this earth. Well, Bill, right? When we think, what do we call goats? The billy goats. Bill. Bill has a very strong energy to it for whatever reason. Bill is short for William, right? There's been William Shakespeare. There's been plenty of King Williamses, all right? Serena and Venus Williams. Williams, and what's in the word William? Will. Willpower. Willpower is the heart chakra, right? So that's why. So you can see, and then Gates, right? His family, they build the gates, they create the gates, they control who comes in and out of the gates, right? Right? They control things. That's why Bill Gates is always trying to control the world. He's a gatekeeper, right? Michael Phelps, another great Michael. See, that Michael energy is powerful. Has a disability too, the best Olympic gold medalist. Ashe, 3-3 Tez, see? 3-3 Tez is on it. Yeah, Christ is chosen one, anointed one. Yep, naturally, Nay says. Nikki Saprisa, Dr. Savior, Ashe. Western medicine is a synthetic version of the plant medicine. That's why they have side effects, even when it's supposed to help. Ashe, Nikki Sopri, there we go. There we go, greetings. Goddesses and gods, peace, Jerome Johnson. Ashe, Jerome. You guys look amazing. Just go and be Ashe, Z Rose. Ashe. So, what, 3-2 test? What can you say about Lee Mays, just off of your intellect, intuition? Discernment. Who's Lee Mays? Well, first off, Lee. Right? Now, I don't know. Why Lee is such a powerful name, but you got Bruce Lee, right? Jet Li, right? There's something about Lee that's a very powerful energy to it. Maybe because Lee like not Jude. What did I say? Bruce Lee. I said Jet.
Jet.
Is it Jet Li?
Bruce and Jet.
Jet Li. Right. Lees, you have Li. Li is short for lithium. Lithium does what? It powers up batteries, right? So maybe it's like this. It's a charge. So maybe Li is a charging. You could say that Li, whether it's pronounced with it, whether it's Lee or Li, that Li energy is it seems to be a charging energy, right? Brings a lot of of energy. But I don't know who Lee Mays is, even though that sounds familiar. I would say Nick Sapriti. I want to say goodnight to you guys now because my phone is dying. Ashe. Love. We send love back. Another Sag. Ashe. Your grandma's middle name is Lee. She probably has a lot of energy to her. Or tends to stand out, or tends to be, something when they come in, they start saying something like they have either they stand out or they have a lot of energy that moves a room or moves people or takes over to a certain extent, right? Lee. The grandma Solomon, King Solomon, another powerful name. Your grandma probably garners a lot of respect and probably always has garnered a lot of respect. It's probably always been like a very wise and old, soul. Right. It's my name.
They butchering it.
Gosh, excuse me if I misspelled your name. Reflection.
Oh, so Lee Mays is the name that his name, he said. That's
okay. Lee Mays is your name. Well, yeah, Lee, I accept a very powerful name. It's a very powerful name. Now, Lees don't necessarily garner respect. You do have to earn it as a Lee, but you have a lot of energy to assist you with that if you use it. You just have to use it though. But just being a Lee is not enough. You do have to, put some work into it for people to actually really to see you. But Lees are meant to. They have the ability to shine. They have the ability to shine, right?
Right.
Is that the name you're putting out? Right. With the W. Right. Well, think about Wright. You got the Wright brothers. You see how powerful Wright is. But Wright is what? One, Wright is you are right. You're correct. But Wright is also an angle. It's an angle, right? It's a right angle. It's a 90-degree angle, right? And 90 degrees angles. They are very powerful, and I cannot remember the reason why. It's like kind of like covered up with other information that I have. And I just remember I was just reminded about how powerful the right angle was like a couple weeks ago, listening to to somebody giving a lecture. So when it comes to me, I'll get on that, why the right angle is such a powerful, and why it allows people to be to do very powerful things. I just can't think of why that right angle is such a big deal. Right? But when you think about everything that we build is right angle, isn't it? Right are the foundation to things. The Wright brothers, even though they're not, they didn't come up, they didn't really invent flying, but, but they are the foundation to us flying, to Americans, what they consider the Wright brothers the foundation, right? So Why? Because they're the right, brother. The right angles are the foundational pieces to how we build things here, especially in the Western world. You visited the right brothers, Shay, Bell Reed, right? So you can see, being a right means that, you're connected to foundational type of concepts and things, right? You're there to create. You have the energy to be at the beginning of creations, of inventions, of things like that, right? And being known as the Wright brothers allowed them to tap more into that energy, versus that they said such and such Wright and such Wright, whatever their first names were, right? Yeah, they would still have, or they were Bill and Bob, right? The Bill and Bob brothers, it's like,
It just didn't sound right.
it wouldn't garner the same energy and respect. Same energy and respect, right? And there's some energies that, because like, okay, who was Tesla before Tesla? I don't know a Tesla before Tesla. Before Nikola Tesla, I don't know one. Right? But why was Nikola Tesla so powerful? Well, his first name was Nicholas. Right? We think of Nicholas, we think of Saint Nick. And we know how powerful the Saint Nick energy is. Right? We're talking about Santa Claus and whatnot, right? Whether Santa Claus is real or not, which in some sense, the one that we know now is not real, but there was a Saint Nick. I think he was in Europe. There was a Saint Nick. It was a black dude, but we'll have to get too deep into that, right? But so you got Nicholas, he got the energy, and you got Tesla. Now I don't know what Tesla's connected to, but a name can also be activated as well. So whatever, I don't know, and all names have a certain level of power anyway, right? But that power can be amplified if a being does something important enough. So Tesla wasn't a household name. It wasn't a spirit that necessarily people will try to tap into until Nikola Tesla, until he came along. He put that name, the Nicholas, he put that energy and it transferred into. He used the Nikola, but then he also able to then garner new energy for Tesla. And now, if you take the Tesla and you put it on, let's say a car company, now all of a sudden it's powerful, right? Because everybody remembers Nikola Tesla. They remember Tesla. They remember that, which means all of our that means that we created an energy. We created a God. We created a God-like being called Tesla. Or maybe we rebirthed a God named Tesla. Tesla might have been already a God name, but we created it or rebirthed it, and now it's being used, right? So your name, whatever it is now, it can be a very basic name, a name that's not necessarily known for being, famous or powerful, but that doesn't mean it can't be one day for somebody else. If you do something grand enough, then your name could end up being the next God name used in the future, right? That's how names become there. The name didn't just become there just because someone just thought of it like, oh, that's a powerful name. It's like, no, there had to be a first Julius, right? And then eventually there was a Julius that became, a king or a Caesar. Over here on the TikTok, we said, feminine, masculine, both the same. I am you and you are me. Well, Judah, or I'll just say Judah Lion. I mean, if feminine and masculine were both the same, then we would just call them the same thing then. So there wouldn't be a differentiation. So I cannot agree that that's the same thing, because that's why they're called different names, right? Use Trump. Use that. Okay. Judah Lion is going in right here. All the deep stuff I came in. They're trying to. He knows something. Okay. All love, Judah. Anything else over here on the gram? Peace, Queen, Lioness.
Piss lolly.
Must be a Leo.
Gang.
Ashe. So we'll go ahead and end it right there.
Right.
Say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika. And we'll see you tomorrow. Ashe.
What a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.